and welcome to How to Cook Great Food. With thousands of recipes and millions of views, why not subscribe to our channel and join the family?
Welcome back once again to howtocookgreatfood.com. If you haven't already, please click that button and subscribe to our channel. On the menu today, and as you can see here, just this moment finished, we're making a really nice, beautiful beef curry. Now, it takes a little while this one because we're going to go through a process of getting our beef nice and tender. There's some amazing spices in there. I really love this one. Hope you do too. Let's go and do it. Okay, let's get started on this beef curry. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to start off by getting our whole spices in and our beef, and we're going to then add some water, trying to tenderize the meat. Beef can be quite tough, so I want it nice and tender. So here we go. I've got my little pan here, wok or whatever you want to use, and I've got some oil in there. I'm just using some sunflower oil today. And then we're going to add in some whole Garam Masala. So today I'm going to be using a bit of cinnamon. I've got a couple of dried chilies, some green cardamoms, and then here I've got some black mustard seeds and some cumin seeds. So in they go. And just for a few seconds we're just going to let them do their thing, and they'll infuse that oil and give it a lovely flavour. You can hear them crack and splutter. There we go. So now I'm going to go for my beef. Now my beef, I've got kind of some chunky beef. Very lean, only a little touch of fat. And we're just going to toss it around. While I'm here, I'm going to add a little bit of salt. And just for some extra flavour right now, I've got some chopped ginger. I'm going to add some more ginger a bit later as well. So 2 to 3 minutes on this kind of lively heat. Let's just throw this around in the pan. Okay, just a couple of minutes, absolutely nowhere cooked inside of course, but got a little bit of browning happening. We've got some flavours going on. So now just some cold water. In that goes. Now what we're going to do is bring this to a boil. What I want to do here is, like I say, to tenderise the meat. Beef can be very, very tough. So this water and this process is hopefully going to, help us along. So I want to cook that now on a high heat, and I want to get like 90% of that water reduced. It will steam off, and at that point we will ensure that our meat is nice and soft. So I'm just back halfway through. As you can see, our water's raging. All of this beautiful spices we've got in there are going to pump into our beef as well. Now it does seem a bit like a pain to do this, but it's really worth it, this bit of this process, because we are going to end up with some beef that's edible, not really chewy. It's going to be nice and tender. So I'll be back again, a few more minutes. Let's get it reduced down, and then we can actually get moving on this lovely beef curry. So as you can see, that moisture's pretty much gone away now. And we've just got a little bit of touch in there, but mostly oil and fat from the beef, if there was any. Okay, we're going to get cooking now. I'm going to start off by adding some fresh curry leaves. If you can get these, absolutely wonderful. And then we're going to go in with some, this is a garlic ginger paste, a 50-50 mix of garlic and ginger. And I've got some onions there, sliced onions. Using red today. Now we're going to cook this on a high heat still. About 2 to 3 minutes, stirring all the time now. This is going on absolutely beautifully. I mean, the aromas now are incredible. Time for some of our powders. Today I'm going to be using what I always call the big four, equal parts of turmeric, cumin, coriander, and chili powder. This is a Kashmiri chili powder. Now, let's just throw these around, stirring all the time now. We don't want our powders to burn. They'll get very bitter. Just give them a little mix in there. Then we're going to add some fresh tomatoes. Fresh chilli, optional but kind of essential I suppose for this dish. But the amount you put in is up to you. Now the next process is we're going to add a lid on this or a cover, and we want those tomatoes to break down, and they will kind of create our gravy or a masala or curry kind of sauce. Now try and always use the ripest tomatoes you can, and if we don't get enough moisture out, we're simply going to add a little bit of water, but I can't tell you until I get back. So cover about 5 minutes, still on this kind of highish heat. Okay, let's jump in and take a look. Pretty good. I'm going to lower the heat now. Now, as you can see, we've got quite a lot of moisture from those tomatoes, but I still need some more liquid, so I'm going to add again some more cold water. That's good. Now lid back on. Let's keep this heat quite low now. I want to simmer this away. I'm going to do this one for about 20 to 25 minutes now. Again, we need to get that beef really soft, otherwise it's just not nice, and we want it nice and tender. So lid on, give it a stir every now and then, 20-25 minutes, depending on how big you've cut your beef. Okay, off goes the heat. A little bit of steam out there, there's going to be plenty of steam. Let's take a look. Now that is looking great to me. I'm really happy with that. Like I say, this one for me is all about getting the meat nice and tender. Beef can be very tricky like that. Lamb's pretty good. Obviously fish and chicken pretty easy, but beef always a tricky one. So check that for salt. You might need to add some salt. We did add some at the very beginning, but check it, you might want some more. I'm okay. I'm going to finish this off now just with some fresh cilantro or coriander, whatever you call it, from where you come from. That's going to go in. I'm super happy with this. Takes a little while, but really worth it because you've got a nice tender beef now. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. And we'll see you soon. Lots of love.
With thousands of recipes and millions of views, why not subscribe to our channel and join the family?